I could have blown up at any point. I had
No.
no
And Azora
idea.
shakes her, Azora shakes her head and, just pulls Nostra in for a hug, pats her head. I wouldn't let that happen to you. Don't worry.
Oh. Yeah, she just sort of wraps her arms around you, just so no, around your back, basically.
Yeah. And Azora just sort of sighs and, tries to, like, comfort her and calm her down as much we can until we had. Actually, you know what? So Azora does pull out, the device she has and, after a bit and asks her, you know what this does? Did you catch that?
Wait, which device?
The shrinking
Oh,
device that Skinner gave me.
that's the one that the
Mm-hmm.
the guy
You
said
press,
made him bigger.
yeah, you press this button while you hold it, and you'll shrink down to about 3 inches. And then press this button to grow back up to normal size. You can't do that in confined spaces, but when you have enough space, you can grow back to full size. I'm
Oh,
going to give this to you so you can have this. If you're in danger or need to get out of somewhere, this can help you. It'll make you smaller and harder to hit, make you faster, a bit more nimble, and able to get through tight spaces. If you need to hide or escape or anything like that, use this.
okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, she just takes it and nods a thank you
I'm
for,
proud of you.
just just breathing out, exhaling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably like at this point like the middle of the day, like they're probably like the afternoon, maybe like 3
Aegis is just going
at this
over
point. I think you
now.
were held
Everyone
up
is
for a
accounted
while.
for, and we've got this guy.
Yeah.
Aegis is accounting like the interior damage of the ship from that scuffle and explosion.
Yeah, so there's a lot of blood and guts around the general common area.
Was any of the
Uh,
walls or like possessions damaged, or
there
was it
is a
just
small, just some small little dents that are just mostly surface level. The only real damage was the blowing off of the shower head.
well, we can replace
Yeah.
that. Also, yeah, I make sure that the water system is no longer burning hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn that back to normal. And
What are you actually doing with Serrano? Like, how are you, like, keeping him? Do you have him,
I
like,
I have basically sellotaped him, if we have sellotape, or bound
yeah?
him right tight. And then I'm doing the same kind of similar thing I did with similar-ish thing that we did with Skinner in this case, which I bound and tie him up and then put him in a pouch where his head put him in a pouch and air hole it, and then I just have that in a pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's on my person. I can pull him out to place runes around. That said, we may need to bring him. We can't bring him up to full size. We'll just have to have tiny pinpoint explosions.
Oh, I didn't even think. Well, I mean, he put the rune on the other guy and dropped him. He had the other guy at small size, then dropped him, making him full size and explosion. So I think he can place a rune, at.
Yeah, we'll see.
When you
He
put
also he also had controller. He also had control at that time.
True.
when you put Skinner back at the in the storage room, I would say Lynch is basically like waking up, like his hand shattered, uh, and just Skinner just greets him by saying, "Hey, Lynch, uh, yeah, that thing that effort didn't work. Also, Watts is dead." And he just falls back down. Just decides to sleep. Peace out. Go. Decided it's better to just be unconscious.
Understandable. I'm just thinking, man, it's really gotten worse for these guys.
Yeah.
We're just wrecking crew. everywhere.
All right, so Aegis kind of waits for everyone to be ready, and then yeah, he just kind of calls out, "All right, when you're ready to continue, we're going to keep advancing on the base."
Yeah, Azora, nods.
Yeah. Corum nods and just as he gets ready to, keep going, he just mentions, "Do you think they took notice of the fact that we just paused for a while?"
They probably knew that we were under attack, so they might have had time to ready a defense. That's a problem. Aegis is gonna actually he's gonna consult the map and he's gonna try and like reason out a route where we might be able to avoid some resistance or come in with an advantage. Looking at where the lab is and where the enemy might be, just try and work out where would I put people in this case. If
Alright.
I was going to stop a giant tank with some very dangerous people on it, what would I do?
Alright, roll wisdom. Make that to discern realities.
Anyone want to assist me on this? Like, we're doing a big tactical meeting.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
sure. Axe will assist you for one.
Azora will also assist.
Let's see now how many.
As second in command.
We're all
As
like,
axe in command. Are 2d6 plus 2.
okay, what's the Zora's add? Even though I think I'm only getting +1 overall, but you know,
Hey, look at us.
it's all just okay. It's all of us just pouring over this map, thinking,
Yeah.
what's our next move? 10.
There you go.
Nice, it worked.
Just what the docs were ordered. Okay, so, what? Oh no, I like it, but gotta think about this. And hey, we know where the mines are, so we know where they might avoid certain things.
It does feel like a what mistake has my enemy made
Yeah.
that I can exploit situation. That does
Yeah.
seem what we're looking for here.
But what mistake has my enemy made that I can exploit?
That are useful or valuable to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I've got 3 questions, so
Oh, nice, true.
yeah.
So is that your first question?
That is my first
Mistake?
question. What mistake has my enemy made that I can exploit?
Right. Okay. So you're looking at the layout of the mines. You're considering. Let's see. So, given that the mines they have set out looks like it looks like they expected you to take a few different circuitous routes once you had seen how mined up the straightforward path was. And they likely will have ambushes prepared in places that you could squeeze through. But they certainly were not anticipating. Like you're thinking back to like the soldier formation. They were not anticipating the sheer speed of tread mode. They were anticipating a walker, like you came in with. So if you found a little straightaway gap, tread mode could probably take them by surprise.
That's gonna be fun. Just gonna go right. We're just
Yeah.
gonna shoot right past all of them. Okay. All right. So with that in mind, what here is useful or valuable to me?
Alrighty. So, there's looking at sort of the map more broadly. The lab itself is situated against the wall, like the city wall. Like that, the city wall is behind it. So there's really only three ways, three approaches. There's east, west, and front. So it looks like there's actually a pretty large, like, from the east. It looks like just like two buildings down. It's actually a much larger than average building around it, and that would be like a pretty good vantage point.
There's a building nearby that's a pretty good vantage point that we might be able to maneuver to and then just
Yeah.
stop off there. Okay. And first one to M and Swede. Who's really in
Well,
control
Emmett-
here, or what is about to happen?
I don't know why you're asking us. You should. Aegis should really ask the characters in game.
Axe Zora, what meta question should I ask?
What is meta? But no. What do
I
you
think
say?
what is about to happen is
Yeah.
probably better.
Yeah,
What
that's probably
what is about to happen?
So they've been sending these so far, like, they've been sending these assassins at you one at a time. Like, there was the first two who were just in opposite buildings, but they weren't really working in tandem. But but given like the first two were just very, like, these have been like gradually escalating. Like, the first two were very just raw power, just do what you can to fuck them up. The guy after that was extremely powerful, just a single combatant, and he was, specifically getting into your back line. And then the latest attack has been from someone who is just actively trying to sow chaos and subterfuge and try and take you out more sneakily. So there's a good chance that their next that their next move on you it might be more than one person at a time, like a team, to work in tandem to try and stave you off. Like, they're getting less brute force and more deceptive and and disruptive.
Alright, yeah, so Aegis looks up from the map, looks at the team. Alright, weighing it up. We're gonna take the most direct path to them through the mines. We're gonna go in tread mode and we're gonna hit hard and fast. There's a building nearby, Aegis points out. Nice and tall. We can get an eye on the lab. That's unless we just want to ignore that and just go from there and gun it right to the place. Whatever they send our way next, probably going to be a lot more dangerous. Because we're coming into their last line of defense, and they've been getting sneakier.
Oh boy.
They've been watching from the back lines. They've had time to work out how we operate, so we're going to lose a lot of whatever surprise we have with them. Let's take some of it back. We're going into tread mode, and we're gonna regain some lost time. They've slowed us down too much. We know.
Nod.
Alright.
Indeed.
Coram, you've got better eyes than me. You keep watch out. I'm taking tread mode for this one.
Gotcha.
As Aegis is going to the cockpit, Azora does, briefly stop him on his way there, just to have a quick, Captain,
Very
just to have a quick word with him.
Yeah, Aegis turns.
I just wanted to say that you did a very good job with that, organizing us and leading us during that last assault, and I wanted to thank you. That was a dangerous situation, and I've seen that sort of thing go much worse than that. I wanted to thank you for keeping us calm and organized and having a measured, effective defense.
Aegis nods and says, "We handled it well. Right, everyone grab a rifle. Eyes out the kill slots, murder holes, whatever we call them. I want any potential threats noted.
Yeah, Azora salutes and goes to position.
Aegis like sits in the cockpit and he's gonna weigh up. Do we go for the vantage point or do we go straight for the lab? And he's like, no. He decides we're gonna go for that vantage point. We're gonna fight them there. We go in the lab, we'll have to fight them and all of that security. So let's take whatever ground we can get and turn it against them. By now, I imagine the whole city's watching, so let's give them a show.
Okay, so you're going to use barrel through.
Yes.
Oh
All right.
boy.
Roll a 2d6 plus 2.
Is this-
I IP while we are about to start this? Or
Is that plus 2 incorporating a plus 1 from Discern Realities, by the way?
I guess it would be, but M wants to go do some.
Okay.
M had to, yeah.
I'll stop recording for a moment.
Yeah. This is the big pre. This is the bit where like the guitars are going up, and it's like, all right.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
Yep, back at it again at
So-
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. All right. So you're about the guitars are coming up. The rock song's about to play as you're about to shift into high gear.
Yeah, okay. Let's roll
a
these
2d6 plus 3 because you got control and the.
roll these
Track
motherfucking dice. Oh, that plus
Nice.
that fucking Discern Realities was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Oh yeah. So, yes. So, on a 10 plus, you blast off at high speed as far as you intend to go while bursting through most obstacles in your way. Yeah, they weren't they laid out their glyphs along roads and paths. But you're barreling through these old building walls at high speed. Just blasting through and through, and about halfway through your journey to the Vantage building, Corum shouts out, says, Corum shouts out to you, "Hey, I finally spotted how they've been keeping track of us. They've got someone in the sky. Looks like they're looks pretty thrown by what we just did, though."
Alright, let's get to our destination and then try and shoot them down.
Looks like they're gonna have to be coming to us. They weren't expecting us to be there so quickly.
Yeah, Aegis
Yeah,
is just
and-
revving.
And yeah, you drive and kablamo! You're in the lobby of the Vantage building. Come to a stop.
Alright, Aegis calls out. Azora, keep an eye on the front door, or the big hole we just made.
I
Jailbird Lotus, head up top, try and spot our tracker.
Yep.
Rest of us, we're gonna take the windows, try and see where they're coming from.
Okay.
All right.
I hand Jailbird a bit of magical paper. Send a note down to me if your Lotus gets in trouble, and
Yeah.
we'll head up.
Jailbird nods, and yeah, she and Lotus start heading up the stairwell. Do you want anyone else to use any of their moves?
What moves do we have on hand?
Corum has his stuff.
Yeah, I might ask Corum to set a trap, actually, for anyone who tries to follow us into the building.
Nice. Yeah. He would have needed a few hours of prep for that. Is what I wrote down. But
okay.
actually, you know what?
That's fine.
Yeah. But he can do ambush. He can do ambush.
Okay, ambush works. And you know
Yeah. Ambush is the short order trap, because that's also a trap, but it's one done sort of more on the fly. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking through the moves. I don't think there's much else that we need.
I've been rolling wrong for him. I forgot his quality is a 3, not a 2.
Well, he's better than we
Nice.
imagined. Oh yeah, and Aegis is now in this ridiculous armor that can fly when he's small.
Alrighty. So yeah. Uh, yeah, he's ready to go. Meanwhile, any other preparedness?
Oh, I guess everyone's grabbed a rifle, and as for Aegis, he just basically commands everyone to watch their posts. Like, we're gonna move up. Oh, actually, yeah, move up from the lobby. No, we gotta stay with the. Move up from the lobby a bit and basically keep an eye out for anyone approaching. Does anyone else have any ideas?
Yeah, anyone else? Yeah, we probably got a few minutes before they show up.
I don't have the move. I didn't take the move that would have helped with this. Yeah, I'm just, like in.
Do you want to rage up, Axe?
Oh yeah, I must have deraged between and
Yeah,
let me just check something real quick.
gotcha.
Going berserk is exhausting. You should take a short rest and consume a ration and release any remaining fury and remove one ability acquired when you last raged.
How much? We got 5 ammo. Is it like 1 weight per ammo on the rifle ammo?
I thought it was 1 weight per 3.
Neo?
You know,
It's 1 weight per 3.
Okay, I'm gonna take. Alright, so Aegis has 3 ammo.
you know, Axe can wait till rage down. Oh yeah,
Right.
did Axe heal anything between
No.
this? Okay, so I'm at still 15, living on the edge, baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're all keeping an eye out. And then Corum. So you get a light. Your magic paper lights up, Aegis. Jailbird contacting you.
I look at I check the paper.
Right. So basically it says, looks like our flying friend is carrying something big. Can't tell what it is.
Aegis just writes back, move to intercept, I'm coming.
All right.
Move to intercept. Where are you?
I'm
Kind
a,
of
I'm a military guy doing military
Right,
things.
right.
Aegis
So you're
calls
heading
out.
up?
Aegis calls to Azora. I'm heading up. Team's in your hands.
All right.
Yeah, and Aegis is gonna test something. He is gonna shrink, and then he's gonna try and fly up the side of the building.
All right. And do you have the guy with you, Serrano?
I do.
All right.
Let's
So
see what
how
happens
are
there
you
first.
how are you holding onto him?
He's in a pouch, in a bag underneath my armor.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
There's just a squishing sound and a burst
hear
of red.
You hear him squeal, and like his voice go higher, higher until it just kind of like disappears.
He's just gone. You shrunk him out of existence.
Oh dear.
Whoops.
Aegis like reaches into his pocket and pulls out like the little pouch and just opens it up to check.
Yeah, he's alive. He's in the pouch, just in fetal position, like frightened.
Oh dear.
Why do you start sounding like Inspector Gadget Snake?
Because I'm 3 inches tall now.
Oh,
But he's alive and he's still bound up, so yeah, Aegis just puts him back and ties off the pouch, puts that back in his pocket.
there sure is a lot of brown bricks down here.
Okay, time to fly. Ugh, I hate speaking like this. It's awful. Aegis starts trying to fly. He's gonna try and find out how this shit works. Aegis, by the way, I do remember that Aegis is afraid of heights. That will come into play at some point.
Okay, so roll deck.
Aegis afraid of height?
Aegis afraid of height.
And you got a +1 because you're small.
9.
All right, so yeah, it's a bit slow going at first. You have to like figure out how to, exactly what movements you have to make to get those wings to flap right. But eventually, yeah, you're fluttering upwards, and you get more comfortable, going up with it as you go, and eventually you are just sort of going straight up with some regularity.
I can't believe it. I'm flying.
My favorite thing.
And eventually, yeah, you reach sort of
My favorite thing.
sort of like one of the top floors where Jailbird's like keeping a lookout.
Yeah, when
Point
Aegis
with like her gun aim.
when Aegis is there, he kind of like flies in and then hits the button to size up again.
Ooh. Yeah, Lotus. Oh, you're here already.
Just decided to give the new suit a try. I might be trying to fly up there with Jailbird to intercept. He's got something big.
Yeah, Jailbird says, I've taken a few shots at it, but it hasn't budged at all.
It.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Should we try and get closer, see what's going on?
We could.
Be very
See if we
careful,
can-
Aegis.
Tell you what, you're better in flight than me. I'm gonna shrink down. You carry me over there and try and drop me on them.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds crazy. Sounds
It's
great.
It's a terrible idea, but if it's carrying something big, I don't want it to get to the rest of the team. So
Well, let's see if they're open for a little bit of dialogue. And she, extends a hand. She has
Yeah.
repaired her mechanical hands, I would say, in this time.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Aegis like shrinks down and jumps into her palm.
Yep. And
It's-
she gives a salute to Lotus before taking off.
This is
Uh,
the strangest idea we've had in a while. The strangest
Yeah.
scenario.
How did she know that I, Brother Lotus, served in the army?
and as she's approaching, she flies up to the person in flight, and you see it's a guy in sort of sleek, gray metal armor, sitting on what appears to be like a sort of basically like a decked out robot broom.
Oh god. Aegis.
Fly.
It-
Question,
it's-
is he green?
and there's a sort of like energy coming out of like the bigger end of it that's keeping this like large like balled up like hulking metal thing like in suspension.
Think you could drop?
as-
You think you can drop me on that broom?
Yeah, she says I could try, and she says, "Should I
He-
say anything to him?"
Keep in mind, he's not just doing this in a high-pitched little voice, but also in an Eastern European accent.
It's a tiny little East. Yeah, we got to stay reminded that he's also Eastern
comrade.
European in accent. So,
Duh.
don't worry, I'll open a dialogue.
Yeah. So yeah, she
Well-
takes you in hand, and as she flies up, as he takes notice, she just sort of like tosses you.
And Aegis is going to resize.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to try and like land on the broom the way that I imagine he is riding the broom.
Fucking
Uh,
Aegis goes to become Ant-Man.
He's actually sitting on it like like a classic witch pose.
Yeah,
almost.
that's how I imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
you're
just gonna
try
like.
and
I think Aegis is gonna try and like land facing him, sat in the same fashion.
I just realized, let's hope
All
he
right.
doesn't.
Aegis may. I don't know when Aegis should realize he's very high up.
All right. Go ahead. Roll Dex,
I just think I just
and
missed
add,
completely.
and we're gonna add Jailbird's quality to it.
Okay,
It's +2.
7.
Let's hope.
Just exactly
Yeah.
what we needed.
Let's hope that Aegis doesn't
Okay.
go full Hank Pym.
So I'm gonna say you land on
does
the
that mean,
metal.
sweet?
The metal.
Aegis
Oh,
doesn't have a
metal
wife.
You land on. You say you land on the
Yet.
hulking metal thing that's sort of like suspended in the energy.
Whoa. Kind of
Yeah.
airy. Up.
Hulking metal
Up.
ball, and yeah, the guy just turns to you, just shifts his position. Looks at peers over at Jailbird, who's sort of just in midair right now, and then looks at you, and just says, "I recognize that getup."
Yeah, you're, it's airy up. Your friend, he, gave it to me.
Didn't give you flight training, I'm assuming.
He didn't fly so good.
You think you can?
Well, I'm up here, ain't I?
Looks like you had some help.
Well, I did, and there's plenty more where that came from. So, you've been telling your buddies where we are, right?
It's been one of my duties, but now it looks like I have to take things a little more personally. So
But-
now that you're up here with me, what's the next part of your master plan?
Like, what was the line?
A
Line.
lot of loyalty for an indentured servant.
Crashing this broom.
Crashing this broom with no survivors, and I like lunge for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, roll strength.
Why did I say with no survivors? Because that's the line.
With no survivors and Serrano in your pocket, just what?
No, this can't be happening. I'm in
Was that a
charge.
defy danger strength? Oh, not really in combat yet, are we? Doesn't matter. It's a 9.
Well, you wanted to lunge at him. What did you want to?
Take control.
want
Take
to
control of
attack?
like the
Were you
situation.
try? Was this meant to be like an attack where you want to deal damage, or did you want this to be like a more narrative? Try and.
I don't
gain ground
actually
thing.
know. Aegis is just acting in panic, so yeah, acting in panic. I'm gonna say Aegis is just trying to take control of this broom. It's kind of more
Okay.
narrative than anything.
So yeah, you jump up like onto him and like start wrestling, start trying to wrestle with him. Up there, this is obviously very precariously.
Yeah.
As he's sort of like struggling with you, and then he's like, "Whoa, you are, wow, your eyes are bloodshot."
I hate heights. I hate it up here, and I'd sooner be back down there. But you're going
I hate-
first.
I hate heights.
Uh,
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
wow. You really think you can crash this with no survivors?
I don't know why I said that.
I mean,
No.
it'd be kind of a hard. I'm gonna tell you right now, buddy. It'd be a real difficult job to kill all 3 of us.
What?
You feel a grip on your leg.
Aegis
A
looks at his
hard
leg.
grip on your leg. That metal hunking ball has uncurled to reveal a gigantic man in a gigantic heavy piece
How
of
fucking big
heavy
is
metal armor.
How big is this broom?
Probably as big. This guy is probably as big as Axe.
Oh no. I
And
wish
he's
Axe
just-
was up here.
Grabbed your leg.
Axe could get there.
Aegis has a quick thinking way to escape his grasp.
All right.
I'm gonna quickly shrink and then resize to just get my leg out of there.
Ooh, okay, roll in.
I hope I'm smart. Oh yeah, that is a 7.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, defy.
Wow,
I got cautious +1 on defy dangers in a.
How long
Combat
is this
scenario.
Neo gonna sue us?
Let's see. I'm gonna say you can. Let's say. How about he like grabs you and just tosses you, but you manage to like shrink down in the time to like float, to like not be tossed far. You're just floating.
Yeah, I'm
in
okay with
the air
that.
With him. All right, yeah. So he grabs you and tosses you, and you just very quickly, before gravity hurts you, activate the shrink, and you're flying in the fairy suit.
So yeah, Aegis. All right, let's just take quick stock of the situation. So he is using this broom to essentially carry this big hulking man to us, and
There's a large he's flying on this room, like he's been piloting it. There's like a sort of like energy coming out of the back of it that's wrapped around this hulking brute in heavy metal armor.
I fly over to Jailbird, who I imagine is still kind of close by to this
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, and I kind of tell her, head down there, get Nastria and Axe to come up top. We might need to dispel whatever magic's carrying him.
All right, sounds like a good idea. And yeah, she turns tail and dashes down. Flies down.
As for me, Aegis has a terrible idea. He kind of like does a kind of roll in midair, and he's gonna like try and fly full speed. And this is his gambit. He's gonna fly at this guy really fast. Then he's gonna shoot back up to full size to essentially try and drop kick him in the air off the broom.
Oh.
Aegis like isn't expecting to win this fight. He just kind of wants to buy time for Jailbird to get Axe and Nastria.
All right, roll strength. Roll damage. Right, yeah, you punt him, like drop kick him, and like he takes the hit, like he grunts, and he just sort of like swings himself under the broom and lets go, and you see that he actually is pretty much floating around it now.
You guys have a lot of fancy bullshit, don't you?
Yeah, and that's when he pulls out a pistol
Not the
and
gun.
just fires at you point blank.
Is this taking damage, or do I have a chance to evade?
No, what this does is this blasts you off the broom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to make you fall.
Yeah, okay. Aegis is gonna go small again to try and like catch himself in flight.
All right, roll dex.
This feels like bullshit video game tech. I'm only going small to like float and then resizing to attack.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking weird Sonic 06 item. That's
Yeah.
a 10.
All right, yeah, you're back at full speed, and it looks like he's doing a maneuver where he's sort of going forward, and then he's like doing like a bit of a U-turn, and you can see he's dragging the hulking brute behind him with this force.
So it's attached to him.
And then that's when he does one more. After this U-turn, he starts flying towards the building.
Alright. I'm gonna try and tackle to send him off course.
Yeah.
Intercept.
All right, roll strength.
Boom.
Ooh, yeah, you intercept him. Yeah, you knock him off course, and yeah, he just sort of stops him in midair as you're struggling with him on the broom, and he just like, you really, really want to fall down, huh?
No, not really. Not at all.
Well, you know what? I think you should go check on your friends. And that's when again the one behind the hulking man goes to grab you.
I want to try and like maneuver around this guy, like kind of slip the distance like out of the grasp while still holding onto him. I essentially like pivot from like holding him from the front to like, you know, a neck grab or something.
All right, roll dex.
Just trying to buy time.
All right, yeah, okay, so you're just sort of crawling around him.
Yeah, essentially.
Right. All right. Meanwhile, Jailbird comes down stairs and yells, "Axe, Nastria, Chief needs you."
Axe grabs his axe. Axe is ready. Cocks
He's up in the sky with a big, with someone about your size, Axe.
Will Axe finally find someone who will put up a fight? Finally, Axe cocks his axe.
Nastia
Like,
just
a big axe head just comes out the side of the axe as you cock it.
and Nastia just says, "Oh, jeez. Well, what are we supposed to do?" And no, just sort of follows you, you and Jailbird.
Get up in sky.
Wait, me or you need? Wait, oh God, do I have to send you to the sky?
No. Axe has idea.
Oh, okay.
First off, Axe is gonna fury up a bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Feeling Axe doesn't feel as angry, but Axe feels good. Now I'm gonna look here, Neo.
Uh-huh.
Because I did get a new move, didn't I? I get several new moves. But the one I'm looking at is leap.
Leap.
Yeah.
Leap.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, you when you throw yourself into a gigantic jump. But yeah, Axe is gonna try and leap onto the broom, or at least the people on the broom.
All right.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10.
The
That's a 10.
inaugural leap.
Big leap.
You land where you wanted. Where did you want to land?
On the broom.
On one of the guys on the broom.
On one of the people on the broom.
Let's
That's
say the big
me. That's me and the guy controlling the broom.
So so you want to land on the big guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's the guy who the broom is
So-
carrying.
Yeah. Aegis, you're like sort of darting around this guy as he's trying to grab you, and then you hear like a roar, and you just see Axe thrusting himself towards you.
Right on cue.
And yeah, Axe, you
Also,
you crash into this guy, like grabbing onto him.
Oh, I am back.
Neo.
Yeah?
Something up here.
Yeah, they take damage.
If that's on someone, deal damage as they
Yeah,
absorb your fall.
Deal your damage. They're absorbing your impact. He's absorbing your impact.
Should this be a +1 because I have my axe on me?
No. You're using your body here.
So is this a Axe has jumped up to attack the guy in the air?
He's attacking
situation?
the giant man who's being magically
Yeah.
carried by the broom. And I've now realized the downside is that my plan was to essentially try and pivot this guy so he would take the big guy away. But now Axe is on the big guy.
So yeah, the pilot looks at the pilot just looks at you with like sort of the wind sort of blowing through him as he adjusts his hat, and he just says, "So you got one of those too?"
Yeah. Basically. Same concept.
When you say giant, how giant are we talking?
Same size as Axe.
Okay. I was picturing like
And
2
with
stories tall.
with hulking armor, like
Gotcha.
yeah.
You using armor? You weak. Also,
It's funny actually. You carry this guy around with a broom and we have to clean up after him.
Oh, well, what do you
Neo,
say
never-
we just leave them to it? And he
Neo. Oh, okay.
reaches
I was
down and just like grabs the handle, and the energy dissipates.
Oh no.
Axe and the armored Hulk are falling down hard now.
Axe, make him break your fall, and then break him.
Axe heard break. But yeah, as Axe falls, he's gonna be like, you. Axe will show you why Axe is greatest. And Axe is gonna just get shake. Oh, Neo, I have a question.
What?
This is might be stupid, but Axe wants to slam into him. Yes.
Yeah, you're grappling with him as you're falling.
Yeah. I could use No, okay, nah, never mind. That's when you
Throw him to the ground faster and hard.
I was thinking of using Juggernaut actually. Maybe, but
It's not really
yeah,
applicable.
but yeah. Picketing skin. I already have. Sundering wave. I'm trying to think. Hey, oh, actually, Neil,
What?
can I do an attack midair or are we just falling down?
You
Like-
could try and punch him.
I was thinking of trying to use Sundering Wave. When you deal damage, you may spend 1 fury.
You could try
to
it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
But that's when I deal damage, so I have to attack.
Yeah.
So
You
let's-
have to attack.
Oh, that's a 10. Nice.
Slash. There you go.
So Axe destroys some of his armor.
Yeah, 1 fury. All right. You destroy a point of armor. I'll say. As for how much armor he has, well, we'll see.
Wait, is it? No, that's armor hammer. I meant. It's armor hammer. Sundering Wave is
Gotcha.
weapons.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true. Yes, yes.
So I roll 1d4.
Oh yeah, so
Okay.
roll a d4. Roll a d4. 1 armor. You destroy 1 point of armor. As for how much armor that is, well,
I
we'll
imagine
find
that.
out.
I imagine Axe is basically just ripping armor off him.
Yeah, you're basically just trying to punch at him and then just Oh yeah, roll your damage as well.
Oh no, when you deal damage. Oh no, instead I destroy armor instead of dealing damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, wait, can you talk even?
Yeah. He just grunts and tries to grab you and like spin you and like sort of spin around so that you're on the bottom.
Axe says no, and he's gonna try and overpower him.
All right, roll strong. Yeah, you're just sort of you're locking yourself in this grapple with him.
Axe, sorry. Axe, understand what Gamble did to you.
And yeah, you land on top of him
Ooh.
as the impact causes a small crater.
Just from the distance, you just hear.
Roll con for me. Alrighty.
Took
So
it
do
like
they
a
land
champ.
like by me and Corum and them? You know, at the.
Yeah, you can see them land. You see them land like outside one of the windows. It's very loud. Meanwhile, let's see.
I like to imagine everyone at the nowhere just has like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, Aegis, you're up. in the
Yeah,
sky.
Aegis does Aegis does say to the guy, "You were very quick to drop your comrade."
Oh, he can handle himself.
All right, Aegis basically is going to tighten his grip around this guy's neck.
Meanwhile, you seem pretty. You don't seem to be all that worried about your guy, huh?
He can take it.
Huh?
Aegis said he can take it.
All right, cool. So, what shall we do?
Is that all you were bringing Is that all you were bringing against my team? Just one guy.
Oh no, I'm part of the package too, and that's when the broom itself also goes into free fall.
Do I still have this guy in a grip?
Yeah.
But no, I'm in charge.
Okay, yeah, Aegis is gonna hold on to this guy fucking tight.
All right, so you're
See
in
if you
free
can
fall
yank
with
him off the broom.
The broom just went into free fall. What does it?
Right.
And
but,
also
like,
he can.
'cause-
Also,
okay.
I'm pretty sure he can fly.
Oh, he can fly without the broom. That's what I was saying. Because if you separate it from the broom and then like, because you can go tiny and fly, so you could just make him fall. But if he can fly on his own,
So
No.
he's gripping onto the broom, but the broom's in free fall, and you're gripping onto him. So what do?
You know what, actually? Aegis is gonna let go of him. Just kind of like, essentially bunch his feet together and kick off the guy.
Right.
And and then I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Roll deck.
Just draw gun, most fucking bullshit anime move of just I jump off the guy and I'm gonna quick draw and shoot him. Fuck, I miss.
You do not do that. Yeah. And so you kick off him. You miss your shot as he immediately just takes control of the broom back and flies into the building, like into a different area of the building, that where he'll presumably be able to come up from somewhere else now.
All right, I'm gonna engage
And
small form
you
and
are-
try and fly off after him.
Yeah. All right. Roll dex.
Be tragic if Aegis fails this and dies. It's
Oh,
actually
no.
well, it's a 7.
Oh, true.
Cautious
Good.
has
So,
saved
yeah.
the day.
So you're like scrambling for your switch, and you activate it and start floating like right before you hit the ground.
Okay, that's solid ground. I'm not too high up. That's pretty good. Fuck heights.
Yeah. And so that guy has flown off into the building, and behind you, just a few feet behind you, is Axe in a crater.
Okay, yeah, I look at Axe and him, and I just kind of like actually turn and run into the lobby. I got
Zora, roll wisdom to not kill Aegis.
So, Axe, the guy you're standing on is starting to get up, seemingly just none the worse for wear after having fallen that distance with you on top of him.
You think you're strong? Axe knows what he did to you. He did same to Axe.
And yeah, he's trying to get up. Are you
Yeah.
sort of remain on
I'm-
top of him?
I'm gonna just give me a second. I'm just reading. Wait, steadfast. When you plant your feet, you cannot be moved by mortal means. What the fuck? Oh, I firmly plant. Okay, I can't just plant my foot on him. Axe is gonna. Did I grab Hurl? Oh shit, did I not grab? Oh, yes, I did. I didn't write it down. I'm gonna use Hurl actually.
Hurl?
Actually, no, I have to grab him first. No, okay, Axe is gonna try. Axe is gonna try and basically hold him down. He's gonna try and hold him down. Actually, yeah.
Roll strong for me. All right, now roll it again. All right. Yeah, you're keeping. Yeah, you are like bulging with him as you're trying to keep him down on the ground.
Actually,
yeah.
Axe is shouting. Axe, understand what Gamble did to you. Axe is not enemy. Actually, yeah, Axe is trying to convince him we're not enemies,
Right.
you and I.
Oh, that's a power move right there.